Guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, what's up? My name is Maddie and this is Matt's makeup. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands, but we're going with it. So today I will be testing out the difference between a beauty blender and a Real Techniques sponge and giving you guys my opinion on which one I think is okay. So if you guys would like to see me test out these sponges, then please keep watching.
I fell for fools gold. I fell for fools gold.
Since this video is going to be mostly face testing out things, I already went ahead and did my eyes and eyebrows off of camera and prime my face. So now we're going to go in and test the difference between the Beauty Blender and the Real Techniques sponge. So on this half of my face, I will be going in with the Beauty Blender, and on this half, the Real Techniques sponge. So let's get into this. First step. Okay, so obviously the first step, honest. Wow. Look at this. It wiped off. Okay, so we're gonna be going in with Justin. This is the Master Conceal by Maybelline. I'm really bothered by the packaging right now. And we're just gonna go in and cover up the dark circles. I really don't know what to think right now. Now that we have that, we're gonna go in with the green as usual and go where I need color correcting. So I'm gonna be going in with the Pro Conceal from LA Girl, and I'm just gonna put that. So now we're just gonna go in and blend that out. Color correcting, I usually don't use a sponge at all. I just use my fingers because honestly I just feel like it works 10 times better. And especially I don't really use the Beauty Blender because I feel like I could still get that little ring right there and I don't get as full coverage as I would like. Go in with foundation, and I will be going in with the LA Girl Pro Matte in the shade Whisk. I don't really know how to say that. So I'm just gonna put this on my Beauty Blender and we're gonna go in on this side. Now the thing I do think the Beauty Blender wins at when it comes to overall is the shape. I love the Beauty Blender shape way more than the Real Techniques shape, just because it's like the teardrop and it's got like the big side, so I feel like that is something that I like way more. It's just a personal preference for me, is I just like that shape because I like when I do my foundation and you know, it's just a good shade. I mean shape, not shade. Now it looks like I need to go in with one more layer on this side, so we're look at the difference though. This is a good foundation, like ugly, boom, pretty. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am totally wearing lashes, but you just can't see them because they weren't good lashes. Like I wanted to try out that, like how everyone was talking about how you could like use the spoolie and like fluff them up. It works. It's just these lashes, I thought you would be able to see them more and you can't. So that's kind of crappy. So now we're gonna go in with the Real Techniques sponge and blend on this side. It does to me look like both. I'm gonna need a second layer on this side as well, but I don't think I didn't even use like a full pump on either side, so It'll be about a full pump on each side. Because, yeah. Coverage. You could see the difference. I guess, I don't know. You guys, I'm lost in life. I don't know what I'm doing. Asian? Let's see. I honestly think they're about even in coverage. I think for foundation, it's a tie. They both work amazing. So now we will be going in, of course, with the one, the only Tarte Shape Tape. We're gonna be going in with the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Sand, and I'm just gonna go and put it where I usually would put. Honestly, I really I wanted to hate this foundation when I first got it because it's expensive and girl don't got the funds. But there really isn't a foundation that competes with this, and I hate it so much. I hate it. I mean foundation, I mean concealer. Like, I have been trying to find something, like I've even got some more high-end, like nothing compares. It really doesn't. So now I'm gonna go in with the Beauty Blender and blend out this side, which kind of really sucks because actually it really doesn't suck. I love this concealer. I want like other concealers that I want to reach for, you know, and after having this concealer, I don't really want to reach for any other concealer besides this one because it is so good. Concealer, I don't know if you guys can see it on camera or not, but to me there's an obvious win. Like, look at this under eye and look at this under eye. Which one do you think won? Obviously the Real Technique sponge. So I'm gonna go in with another layer on this side because I want my face to be. We're gonna go in with the Farsali, the Jelly Bean. If I can open it, like, oh God. Do you guys see that? So we're gonna go in and highlight. So, shit, it's way more liquidy right now. Okay, now that we're gonna go in and set that. So now with this highlight, you guys gotta be super, super careful. Like, this is a very pigmented highlight, so you can go from having a really nice look to completely messing it up. Oh God, yep, it did it again. So, the Real Techniques is a lose, I feel like, for this because it doesn't seem like it blends. So we're just gonna go back in with the Beauty Blender for that. And we're just gonna use the Beauty Blender to highlight everywhere we need to. I've been really productive today. Like, I went to the gym, I'm now filming a video. I'm gonna edit the video because the video is supposed to go up tomorrow. So today's a productive day. So now to set, we're gonna be going in with the Beck. You can see my setup and it's kind of bothering me. We're gonna go in, I'm gonna show you this side. We're gonna go in with the Becca Hydro Mist Set and Refresh powder. So let's see. I love this powder so much. And honestly, I wasn't the biggest powder person until recently, so it literally feels like you're putting water on your face, and it is the weirdest feeling. Ooh. This powder matted where I matted too much, honestly. So that's an issue. Cause it, like, on this side, it took away my highlighter. On this side it's still there, so not really sure what happened, but you see I still got a highlight on this side, even when I'm covering it. It's gone. I don't know what just happened, so I'm just gonna set the rest of our face and pretend that didn't happen and fix this highlight, and then like I'll be back. Yep, life. So when I went to go try and fix my highlight, because obviously you guys saw it was struggling. I want y'all to know you cannot use the Versali highlighter over powder. Like, I thought you could, but I don't know if you guys can see it, but it took off some everything from right here. So don't do that. Don't use it if you already set everything. And I'm gonna finish everything else off of camera, like just fix myself, you know, come a mess. See this face? I'm a mess. But I'm gonna go fix myself and I will be right back to give y'all the tea. That was so lame, I can't. To the real tea of this, and let's talk about these two sponges. So overall, both sponges are amazing sponges. Like if you can't afford a beauty blender, don't stress about it, and you can still work amazingly with a Real Technique sponge. But to me, I find that I like them both a lot. Which irritates me. Guys, I don't like liking expensive things, so I didn't want to like this. I really didn't. Didn't want to like this. This has been my go-to for like 2 years now, and this thing came in. This thing's expensive, but so let's talk into the sponges individually. For the Real Technique sponge, I find that it is amazing for concealer, obviously, and color correcting. I find that works way better than the Beauty Blender. I find that it just gives me more full coverage in my concealer and color correcting and things. Now, the Real Technique sponge, this thing was expensive. For the Beauty Blender, I do find that I do prefer it for foundation just because of the shape, and I like this little end down here to apply. Now I like it also for powder. I find it applies to powder way more. You guys saw what it did. My highlight went gone and this side was still there. Like I still don't know what happened there. I'm so confused. I'm just not gonna stress about it. But those, and also with the highlight, this worked way better with blending it into my skin. So this one, I think they both have amazing qualities. They both are such a great sponge. My personal opinion is I find that, ready for it? Ready for it? I don't want to talk. Okay, I'll tell you guys who I think really won. It's this guy. I only say the Real Technique sponge won just because of the pricing. It's the pricing that won for me. I got 2 of these for like $10, and this is $20-something for a sponge, which I still think is ridiculous. So to me, with it working so similar and amazing, I would definitely choose this over this one just because of the price. Now if this was cheaper, I would choose the Beauty Blender because I like the shape more, but sadly it's expensive. But yeah, so the Real Technique sponge won for me. And quick question for anyone who owns a Beauty Blender, this is also another issue I do have with this sponge. When I wash this sponge, dye comes out of this sponge. my water turns pink. So I'm kind of curious if anyone else is having that problem. Maybe I got a janky sponge, but that kind of worries me. Like, I'm putting this on my face. Am I getting dyes? Like, you know, I don't really want that on my face, you know. But if you guys know anything about that, definitely let me know, because I don't know if that should be doing that. Also, it seems to deteriorate a little bit faster. Like, I could see where it's starting to a little bit on the bottom, faster than these sponges. These sponges can last you forever. So they're kind of like, I just think the Real Technique one win. So if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Let me know about your guys' sponges. Like, is that an issue with your guys's? Which one do you guys like more? Do you guys like the Real Technique sponge more, or do you guys like the Beauty Blender? Which one do you guys like? Forget to subscribe before you leave, because I'm watching you. I am watching you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't leave the channel without subscribing. Guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. God, it's the intro now. Shit, I threw the sponges again. Yeah, I should just like. Oh my god, this video. How did I get? I'm rambling on like no tomorrow. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to cut half of that out of there. This shit's good.
Inside of the morning, ain't no strings attached, keeping it cordless. She keep calling, but I keep ignoring it. Ain't no stopping, I'm keeping it for it.